Who's up for some comfort food? Let me show you guys how to make this dish. Let's go ahead and start making our cheesy broccoli casserole. So over here I have like all of our ingredients. The eye is already on. It's on, oh Lord, this is new. The eye is on medium high. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Sunday, I actually went ahead and I cut up all of my chicken tenderloin into chunks. I've repeatedly done this on different videos, so I just kind of went ahead and seasoned it with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and now we're just gonna allow it to cook here. So we're gonna empty this out. This is an easy way to prepare, help prep your food. It's difficult for me to cut the chicken up when I have Judah and I'm home, without Quentin or Cruz. So this allows me to prepare and kind of prep my meal on the front end by cutting it before I even start. It calls for a small diced onion. All right, so our chicken is done, and now that it's kind of done, we're gonna continue to cook it, but I'm gonna go ahead and add the 4 cloves of garlic. So again, I use the minced garlic already out of the tube. I mean, you know me, I'm all about what makes life easy. All right, 1 teaspoon is a clove, so I'm like literally struggling here. You stir in the garlic and we'll continue to cook. Allow the chicken to cook with the garlic. When you start to smell the garlic, that's when we know that we need to add our rice. All right, so we have a good little aroma going here with our garlic. So this is when we're gonna go ahead and add our rice. So this is a cup of rice. It calls for 3/4 cup of rice. So I will put my rice in, that's a 1/2 cup, and then I just need to add the last cup. So that was a 1/4 cup. So that's 3/4 cups. And now we're gonna add our chicken broth. You can go with the low sodium. We're gonna do 2 cups of chicken broth to start out with. We wanna make sure that the rice is completely cooked. So we're going to put that in. Ooh. It's gonna calm down there. Okay, we wanna make sure that our rice is fully cooked, so we're gonna bring that to a boil. We're gonna add our cream of chicken now. So this is 10.5 ounces. The recipe calls for 10 ounces. We're just gonna put the whole thing in there. Make sure you get all of it out there. Okay, we're gonna stir that up. And now we're gonna cover this and allow it to come to a boil. All right, so I'm all about maximizing our time. I washed the broccoli. Now we're going to cut the broccoli up so we can get, I have our broccoli done. You can prepare frozen broccoli if you would like. Go ahead, steam it and cook it, and you throw it in there like right before we put it in the oven. Or you can get broccoli out of your produce section. Brought the rice to a boil, as you can see. Now we're going to reduce the heat and cover again. We're going to allow it to cook for about 15 minutes. Now we can see that our rice is kind of getting cooked. I'm coming up on 15 minutes. You want to taste it to see if it's seasoned to your liking. You also want to make sure that your rice is done. So get a little taste. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit longer, but it's seasoned to perfection. It's perfectly fine the way that it is. So I'm gonna let it continue to cook covered. I'd say probably, for me, I probably need about 5 more minutes. This is the part where you kind of like play it by ear. I do not, because it's still kind of liquidy, I do not need to add any more chicken broth. I just need to allow it to cook completely and it'll be ready. So 5 more minutes for me. You're gonna have to kind of play it by ear. All right, when we taste test our rice now, we should taste a difference. That tastes good. Me, I'm gonna put a little salt. Okay, so it's seasoned already. This is just more so of to my liking now. We're gonna go ahead and, I should have done this before, but I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven to 375. So we're gonna preheat the oven to 375. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dress our mixture. So we have our washed broccoli that we've already cut up. We're just gonna add that. I'm gonna stir that in. So once I get that kind of stirred in, I don't know why, but it always looks like the broccoli is all in one spot. So I'm gonna stir it a little bit more. But once it's stirred in and the broccoli is in there, we're gonna flatten it out a little bit so we can put our cheese on the top. Like so, and now we're gonna add our sharp cheddar cheese to the top to cover it. Now you could also do a Ritz cracker topping if you would like, and that's just simply using like a food processor or crushing up some Ritz crackers, putting in some butter, stirring it up, and then using that as your top. Or you could just add cheese. I've done both. I've done a Ritz cracker top, but they don't seem to like it, so. Quentin didn't like it. Cruz don't like the cheese top. Quentin don't like the, what you call it. But the Ritz cracker top is really reminiscent of like, broccoli, my mom's broccoli casserole. So maybe that's why I like it so much. Okay, so we're gonna put our mixture into the oven. It's not completely done yet, but hot. And we're gonna let it sit in there for about 10 minutes, really till the cheese melts and it kind of browns. Judah said, put that back in there. What does it taste like, Judah?
You know it's good if Cruz approves. But no, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care of you.